Hey, sixth graders, we're back and we're going to talk about finding the length of segments when we are given different pieces of that segment. And that's going to make sense when you see these pictures. All right, let's take a look. Okay, I have our first problem here. Okay, and I'm sure you've seen problems like these before. I have a segment with A, B, and C, points A, B, and C on it. Okay, and then I have a story problem with it. It tells me the length of BC is 7. The length of AC is 25. What is the length of AB? Okay, maybe some of you can just read that and figure out what you're going to do, but a lot of times it makes it easier if we put some of those numbers in the picture. Okay, so that's what I like to do with my kiddos, is put the numbers in the picture. So it tells us the first one, the length of BC is 7. So I see from is 7. Okay. Now it tells us the length of AC is 25. So A, 25. So that means that this thing is 25. That whole distance is 25, okay? All right, and they want us to find what is this distance from A to B, okay? Whole, and you have a part. What can we do to find the other part? What operation will we use? You got it. If we have the whole and we have a part, we can subtract to find the other part. So we take our whole, we subtract our part, and we will get the length of our other part. Okay, so bigger bottom, better borrow. I'm going to give it a 10, make that a 1. 15 minus 7, yes, 8. 1 minus 0, 1. So this length right here is 18. Now we can check and see if we're right, can't we? Because we know this one and this one together, when we add them, should come up to our whole. Does 18 plus 7 equal our whole length of 25? You got it, it does. 18 plus 7, 25. Let's try a C with something like that. Okay, let's look at this first one up at the top. And again, I'm going to put my distances in there because it makes it easier for me. The length of BC is 43. So here's BC, and they told us that is 43. Okay? The length of AB is 7. What is the length of AC? So again, and we did this with our checking on the other side, we have this short one and we have this long one, and we want to know what is the total length. So if we're looking for the total length, what are we going to do with those two numbers? You got it. We're going to add them. 43 plus 7. So our total length, AC, is going to equal 50. Great job, guys. Okay, last one. This one gets a little more tricky, but I think you're going to get it. Okay, AB is half the length of AC. The length of AC is 10. So all the way is 10. And they said this one is half of that. So do I put half? No, I don't put half because they didn't say the length of AB is half. They said the length of AB is half of the length of AC. So how am I going to find out what AB is? You're right. If it's half, I'm going to divide it by 2 because it's half of it. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So AB is 5. What would BC be? Well, it's the other half, isn't it? So it's going to be 5. Okay, so AB is 5, BC is 5. Okay, so if they tell you that it's a fraction of the whole, divide by that denominator. Divide the whole by the denominator, and you can find that length. Okay, as long as there's a 1 on top. Okay? All right, guys. When they give you portions of segments, write them down. Put them in your picture so it makes it a little easier for you to remember where they are. And then you can visualize, what am I missing and how am I going to find that, okay? Hey, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.